In this episode of Cover to Cover, we're bringing you on set with our cover stars Jonathan Groff and Wayne Brady. We're also sharing some exciting new queer-founded companies and chatting about how Silicon Valley is changing. And stick around for the premiere episode of Season 4 of The Talk. I'm Stephen Walker and welcome to Cover to Cover. This month we're celebrating the joy of pride, the strength of community and the power of resilience. And now we're bringing you an exclusive backstage visit with June 2024 Out cover star Jonathan Groff.
It means so much to me to be on Out magazine's Pride cover for so many reasons. I'm so proud to be gay. I'm so proud to be a part of this community. I'm so proud this year in 2024 to be specifically in New York and to be specifically this year performing in a Broadway show. I'm proud to be living my childhood dream. I would say that now in my life, I feel the most comfortable in my own skin that I've ever felt. So I feel proud of that, and so grateful to be living in a city that encourages that and a part of a community that demands it and celebrates it as well. I am in New York City right now performing in Merrily We Roll Along. Please come and check me out in that. And also check out newsstands and out.com for my Out Pride Month cover that I'm so honored and excited to be offering up to you.
In June's issue of Out, Nick Woolney reported on queer venture capitalists and how they're impacting Silicon Valley. I spoke with Ben Stokes and Patrick Driscoll, founders of the firm Chasing Rainbows, about why queer entrepreneurs have such a difficult time securing funding and more.
You know, an unfortunate trend with LGBTQ plus founders to hop back into the closet in order to avoid perceived risk. So some old school investors see the LGBTQ plus community, whether it's overt or unconscious bias, and they see kind of the community, the identifier LGBTQ plus, as a risk for their investment. And founders will oftentimes, who realize this, de-risk themselves in any way, shape, or form to receive capital. So they'll hop back in the closet. And what that means is they'll take down any mention of queer identity in social media. They'll refer to a spouse only as a partner or a spouse, or even overtly kind of lie about the sex of their spouse and say wife or husband when in fact it's the opposite. They'll also lie about sexual identity and gender identity as well. And we hear that time and time again because the goal of these founders is to raise money, and they want to make it as palatable, quote unquote, for these investors to invest into them. And unfortunately for many, that means hiding their true identity. And that takes a toll on your emotional health, psychological health, and your ability to be a successful founder in many ways.
Ben and Patrick also shared some companies they've invested in that are making the world a better place.
So I think one of the most exciting ones for me would be a company called Tomtex, which has created a bio-based leather alternative made out of mushrooms and shellfish shell waste. I'm most excited about them because when we started with them, they were creating this leather mainly for fashion items, so like small leather luxury goods like your wallets and handbags and things like that. And they do have some significant partnerships with big brands like Dior and Balenciaga. I had to learn how to say that when they started partnering with them. And then going on from there to now working in areas like automotive, where they have contracts with Porsche, BMW, Audi, and Jaguar to start doing car seats with them. So I think that there's a really big opportunity with that one in particular, seeing that, you know, not only is it good for the world, but it's also doing something pretty innovative in the space as well.
Yeah, and we have such an eclectic portfolio, and it kind of speaks volumes to the ability and knowledge base of the LGBTQ plus community. We have Legal AI with contracts and Tome. We have Gosu Academy, which is a fantastic esports platform. Get Globy, which is helping translate marketing material. And some amazing founders out there. Full Community, which is a carbon capture climate company. So hardware, software, SaaS across the board, we're seeing amazing founders come through, and they're impactful, right? They're helping the world in addition to obviously being a fantastic business.
To learn more about queer entrepreneurs and the venture capitalist firms banking on them, pick up the May-June 2024 issue of Out magazine on newsstands June 10th. If you want to subscribe to Out magazine, we have a special deal to help support LGBTQ+ journalism. Get our digital edition flipbook of Out and The Advocate for $9.95. Scan this QR code or go to out.com AC promo. Welcome back to Cover to Cover. I'm Stephen Walker. This Pride, we have more to celebrate than ever before. We caught up with the one and only Wayne Brady during his cover shoot for The Advocate, where he shared what Pride means to him.
Hey everybody, I'm Wayne Brady. Oh man, being on the cover of Advocate, it's such an honor, and I feel not just because, it's amazing to be on the cover of a magazine, but not just any magazine, because of the work that the Advocate does, and I think what it means to the community. To being on the cover, I feel embraced, and that is such, it's a warm feeling. And also, I feel like part of the family. So it's not just a magazine shoot, it's not just being on the cover. It's more like, hey, you're one of us, welcome home. Performing on Broadway, it's always been my dream. This is my 4th Broadway show now. So happy, I'm grateful that I always think that if I could talk to 10-year-old Wayne, 12-year-old Wayne, 16-year-old Wayne, 18-year-old Wayne, and tell them, hey, wait, it's gonna happen. To me, pride means being able to walk with your head held high, being able to take that walk with your head held high with whoever you want to, with the person you love, and living out loud, unabashedly and unashamed. That's pride.
Check out reporter John Casey's exclusive interview with Wayne in the May-June issue of The Advocate on newsstands June 10th. Only in The Advocate you'll find a calendar of the season's hottest Pride events around the country. Come say hello to me in Provincetown for the Provincetown International Film Festival, where you might just catch me on the big screen for my cameo in Marco Calvagni's film High Tide, starring the one and only Marco Pagosi, June 12th to 26th, and for Family Week, July 27th to August 3rd, 2024. If you want to subscribe to Out magazine, we have a special deal to help support LGBTQ+ journalism. Get our digital edition flipbook of Out and The Advocate for $9.95. Scan this QR code or go to out.com AC promo. Welcome back to Cover to Cover. I'm Stephen Walker. Summer 2024 means the season 4 premiere of Plus Magazine's digital series, The Talk, a series by and for people living with HIV. We have come so far in the fight against HIV, but newly diagnosed people still need resources and guidance. The Talk fills that gap. We're bringing you the first episode right now.
This is, in a nutshell, what I tell most people who have recently been diagnosed. It's perfectly fine to freak out, but not for too long. Pretty soon, you're going to need to pull yourself together, get yourself to the doctor appointment, find out what wonderful medication routine you're going to be given, and then make sure your doctor works in partnership with you.
HIV is something like it's similar to grief. It's always going to be there. So take your time, process it. I want people to know that treatment works.
Going to see your doctor should be one of the more easier things in your life than not. But it also takes some work on your part to be a partner with your health provider. It's a we thing.
Well, I think as when it comes to your healthcare provider and picking the right treatment options that are best for you, I think you have to realize that you are still a person. You should be able to talk about whatever you want with your healthcare providers.
If you don't think you're being heard and that it's not a partnership, you are welcome to go find somebody else. And then once you've got that sorted out and on its way, enjoy the rest of your beautiful, complicated, engaged, happy life.
That's kind of where I'm at in my journey right now. To a yes, I know I'm HIV positive, but I don't think about HIV every day. I want people to know that instead of looking at me as a role model, just simply look at me as a possibility model. A person that has been through hell and back. And as long as I know that I and many of folks have that and carry that resilient spirit, you will get through those storms as well.
Special thanks to Jonathan Groff, Wayne Brady, Todrick Hall, and the digital teams at The Advocate Out and Plus for helping make this episode possible. From me, Stephen Walker, and everyone at Cover to Cover, happy Pride 2024.